guys, this is Joe from the RABZ team, and this is the first episode of the RABZ podcast. So, I have some fellas from here from the RABZ team. Or you could introduce all yourselves.
Good day, RABZ Nation, team, worldwide. Kyle, I help out in, RABZ operations, them kind of stuff. Help it, make sure everything is going fine in the fight itself. And yeah.
Alright, my name is Jeremiah Garcia. I am the RABZ commentator for the night. So on the actual fight nights, I commentate with my co-host Mark. And I am also the ring announcer when people are, doing their walkouts, having their walkout songs play. I announce their names, their stats. And yeah, it's gonna be good, How y'all fellas feeling? How y'all feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. So I feel like the first thing we should talk about is the background of RABZ, how it came about, why it started. I feel like Jerry's the best person to answer that.
Yeah, I mean, it's safe to say that I've been here since the team was building it up from just a humble idea, And when we say humble beginnings, we really mean, in a shanty little backyard. First event is
Backyard RABZ.
Yeah, backyard RABZ is like a 20 people. Mark, you remember how much it was? Like a 20?
30.
Like a 30 people. So, we scaled up. The core team of friends and family, we put in the work, and we've sold out the last couple shows pretty nice for 400 to 600 people. I can't remember the exact figure, but yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a good time all around.
Beginnings to RABZ 5.
Yeah, man. Hey, May 25th is gonna be a good time. When these events come around, what do you think you look forward to the most?
Honestly, I don't even know, because I find every RABZ is something new, something different,
Yeah, as we kind of progress, it's not because things never go smoothly. There's always some little problem, and what we think is the end of the world. But when we look back at it, a month, 2 months, like a half a year later, we're thinking of it as this was like a real fun scene that went on at that period of time. There's always something crazy going on.
And the next one just coming out.
Yeah, but Joel, what about you? Like, what do you most anticipate, like, when the nights come around?
RABZ, I just always like to see the main events.
Yeah.
Events between the big shows.
Yeah.
I always like to see those fights.
Yeah.
Those fights I usually get to see, sit down and watch. Because I was very excited to see the outcome of those fights. What was the Spanish guy name? Yuri.
Yeah.
I always like to see Yuri fight.
Yuri's
a monster.
No, he is. It's crazy. I'm curious to see how far he could go.
Yeah.
Because he pulled up on the scene out of nowhere. Because I've been around the scene. I know a lot of the fighters in the country just secondhand, and to me, you're right. He just came into RABZ, and he's been in some main events, and he is dominated. He is literally a clear step above the rest.
You'll think Uri is the hardest man to beat in RABZ?
3-0. Yeah.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Quite possibly.
He's up there. I feel like he's top 3, top 2 probably.
I say he's the king though. To be honest, when it comes to
Yeah, but that's only because, remember, he's a heavyweight too.
Yeah.
Again, when it comes to weighting, boxing and fighting, especially, you can't know.
Yeah.
But he's a not light heavyweight as in his actual class, but he's a lighter heavyweight.
What about the last fight he fight now?
Yeah.
That guy was a whole 50 pounds heavier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Listen, bigger Rampage from Rampage Fight Fitness.
Big up Rampage.
Because that fight, it was crazy because Uri really values his speed and technique. And when you look at Rampage is a big, dangerous, scary man. He really has an intimidating figure compared to most, if not all, of the other fighters in RABZ now.
Well, yeah,
So,
they are real talented fighters in RABZ. You can't really say which one is the best.
Yeah. Well, not just in RABZ, just in the country as a whole. I think the main goal with RABZ in the end is to Trinidad's a gold mine, you know. We're
Gold
literally
mine.
there where we're carving out,
Yeah.
you know, this talent, and we're showing it to the rest of the country, and we're building an industry around it, which is kind of just lying dormant, you know.
Caribbean
And
fighters soon to RABZ. Caribbean fighters.
yeah, I mean, listen, in the future, it might not just be Trinidad, you know, it could be people from Jamaica, you know, Martinique, St. Vincent, it could be wherever, you know, people all across from South America and thing, worldwide, could come down, and Trinidad could be that little hub where all of this started, you know. But, you know, first we had to focus on the men down here, though. But, I mean, besides Uri, like, you all have like another favorite fighter.
Who's my favorite? Randy. I just like
And
his.
yeah.
I just like his demeanor and how he does box. I like his
The style.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
I-
style.
Different from
His
like his
agility
style.
different, eh?
different.
He move
Yeah.
like a snake, boy.
Yeah.
Really?
Avoiding punches.
No, that,
Yeah.
that last performance was crazy. Because, I mean, we saw... That was his, what, only second fight, huh?
Second fight, yeah.
Yeah, so in RABZ 1, he had the main event against Joshua James. And he lost that by unanimous decision. And to be honest, I mean, this is quite in the past. We're going on to RABZ 5 now. It wasn't the most impressive debut from Randy's side, maybe. So, I mean, at least I didn't know what to expect. I haven't seen him outside of RABZ train as much as some other people. So when he came in against Tyrion and really, you know, like you said, he was like a snake. He was locked in.
Outboxed him.
Yeah, but not only that, it's just he looked different that night, you know? Like, you look on his face, his demeanor.
He really up his game.
Yeah. I mean, Mark, when you and I were watching him, didn't you just feel like a different energy from him?
Yeah, he completely changed after the first RABZ. Like, he came back out. You could tell he did way more training. You know, he came out different.
And I really find when he fight into his stick and move is different, boy. Like
Different.
he would hit a 1, 2, 3, 4 and get out of there quick so you can't even reach him and go back in one time.
Yeah, one time.
He really take advantage of his height over Thurian. Because Thurian is so much shorter than him.
Yeah.
Kept his distance real good.
Right.
Kept Thurian at a good distance.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Tyrion, I mean, he's on a national level. He's been there, you know? He's a big, strong guy. I mean, he's like, he's not as tall as Randy, but like, you could tell he's like, he has a powerful build now. And, you know, he came in looking pretty good. Like, actually, he got some good ones in there. There's an uppercut I remember, and he fight specifically. Well, I thought maybe Randy was hurt, but yeah, Randy just he came back strong, and yeah, his timing was just different, you know.
Credit to those two fighters though, because they really like they were entertaining, because even what's his name, Tom? How you pronounce his name?
Tyrion.
Tyrion, yeah, like all them talk he was giving, and it was real funny too. He was real funny when he was
In a video.
yeah,
Yeah.
real taunting Randy too.
Yeah.
But all that's good for the fight game for us too, like
Yeah, I'm weighing too.
yeah,
Pushing him.
yeah, all that.
Yeah,
Like
well, that on the call out in RABZ.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Randy
Yeah,
come
that's
out
what I
and he
was
said,
talking about.
yeah, that's top quality content, boy. Nah, it was good, you know. I like that people can make it entertaining without necessarily going too far. I mean, obviously people could go as far as they want to, as long as you're not, you know, hurting somebody else or throwing cuff during a call out or whatever. Like, you didn't have to go full, you know, Conor McGregor mood and
But
get
that's-
into such a back end out.
But that's what the fans like. Like, look at it, like that Randy fight and Tyrion fight. Like, we people will watch that. Even like LeSean. Like,
Oh, yeah.
But even they make
yeah, he did.
the build up to his fight.
Yeah, like all of those. That's why I feel like they are the favorites when it comes to the fans, because they really know how to entertain too. Because at the end of the day, it's about fighting as well. But you also in this game, you have to be an entertainer as well. You know.
Yeah.
Market yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think just in terms of that big word entertainment, you know, as much as we're here to display the sport in the country,
Yeah.
you know, we need to make it watchable. You know, we need to make the presentation, the lighting, the music, the food, the drinks on the night, just the atmosphere, everything. I think RABZ, hands down, has a down comparatively. I'm not gonna call out nobody name, but just to any other promotional event where, to be honest, the levels
Yeah,
we're getting there, you know, because we don't want to stick to just you know, what is expected of a somewhat Trini standard. Not saying we don't have good things and through good events, because we have the best parties in the room, in my opinion. But in terms of sporting and combat sports, I think in some years the goal is, where the Caribbean's UFC, where the Caribbean's one fighting championship, and we could tap into all different areas of martial arts and just have like a real nice solid set of diversity going on.
Can never say Rabs went backwards. Each Rabs is a build, even on the entertainment, the fights, the amount of fighters. And last Rabs you had the Tassaban, and young brother for the halftime show.
Yeah. Now it's the culture, because where people lose their way is they forget the culture. They get to a certain standard, and you see the money takes over. It's not just a Caribbean thing anymore. It's we take what we built, and we ship it abroad. I don't wanna. I mean, we could go abroad, but I don't wanna ship it abroad and just lose focus.
Yeah, we can't lose the authenticity because we have to stick to the roots too, and always be humble from it.
Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, we start in Trinidad, we building it in Trinidad. So the goal is to get some of the best fighters in the world from here to build it today. Just in the next 30 years, we could have some of the best trainers. We could have some of the best fighters. We could have some of the best gyms. We could have the best gyms in the region. That's where we need to be focusing our efforts as well. Because it's not just about Rabs. It's about the community in Trinidad. Just the fighting underground. How we build that up so that it becomes something bigger.
As you said, how much untapped fighters you think you have in Trinidad still?
Untapped?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends. I think there's a good bit to show in Rabs, like any next 3-4 shows. I think we're gonna see some new people really come in, because people don't understand is we have some older fighters as well as in the later 20s, maybe some in the mid 30s as well. But we could have some younger people coming in. I'm not gonna say how young. When we're having people like the age 21, I feel we're gonna start seeing some prodigies. Because once we start having this back and forth of actual competition, and you have people gaining true experience through fighting, just down here, and on the regular. Because I don't want Rabs to be just a twice a year type of thing. We can have smaller shows going constantly, where people are picking up that information and learning on a different stage. So if we get the ball rolling, things could look different in the next 5 years. Who we think is the top dog
right now,
could get replaced steadily. Because times change. Times change quick. Just like in any organization, in UFC, and then times change quick.
That like Conor McGregor in the UFC just came in and climbed the ropes.
Yeah, he climbed the ropes, and look at the downfall. How quick that was. That was like a couple of years time. He went, fought Floyd.
Yeah.
He came back, and just like we were saying, he get consumed by the money. Came back to the game, and the game left him behind. Simple things. He lost a Khabib. He put up a good fight.
Yeah.
Then he waited another set of years, fought Cowboy. I mean, he wiped his bottom, to be fair, and then he fought Dustin Poirier, and the man get knocked out. The man lost twice.
Only he broke his leg?
Yeah, it's Dustin Poirier. So he got knocked out the first time, and he snapped his leg the second time. I mean, that was unfortunate. But like I said, the game leaves you behind. It's like, who knows if he might ever fight again. It's crazy. Like, it's an entertaining sport, but well, for sure, just from what we've seen so far, it is the toughest sport to stay relevant in. It's not an easy thing.
Always have to be at the top of your game in that sport.
Nah, like, you do have to be at like your maximum. I don't say fitness levels year round, because people take their off seasons or whatever. But if you don't adapt, some little simple technique will come take you out sooner or later.
That's fighting just one thing is just one good lash.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just body lashing. I mean, sure, we're going into other things other than kickboxing, but it's just like a simple thing like in the UFC. The leg kicks came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And now people like the older fighters who don't know how to just turn their leg and pivot and clash it against the bone and do a check now. If they don't know how to do a check or step back or evade it, then their legs getting mashed. You see with the older fighters now, I'm curious to see how.
I just say that this move that everybody's used with it. They're like a straight kick and just bend your knee back.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
we just go now, we just go.
An oblique kick. Oblique kick, yeah. No, that is crazy. That is a crazy kick.
I see John Jones special.
John Jones, that's the name I was trying to remember.
No, but John Jones is a vicious man, you know.
Yes.
I don't know if we have anyone as vicious as that in
I
here.
know when I say that.
Maybe crazy, but not vicious. You know, Joshua James is he's crazy in a good way.
Yeah.
He's crazy in a good way. You know.
That level of viciousness.
No, he's a different type of man. He's a different type of man.
Come on, pick up Joshua James and Sean, but that fight was a real good one.
Yeah.
That fight was even, I find. They're real even. But then again, too, it really depends on who the judges were. I find that fight was real good. That fight, both of those boys put on their whole body.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm curious to see how LeJean growing rounds.
Me too.
Yeah.
That fight, I was watching from since that fight. And then the last fight when he did, as I said before, his build up.
Yeah.
And then he show up.
Yeah, no, he did. He performed. Cause I mean, who he fought last was Rondell. It was Rondell Oliver. Man with the dreads.
Yeah, Rondell.
Yeah. I mean, Rondell. The first time he fought in RABZ. Was that RABZ one?
Yeah,
He is good.
Michael Allen.
Yeah, that was a good one. Now I hope he could bring Mikel back soon, but but Rondell he suffered a broken nose. Yeah, man, that was crazy. Like, I think honestly, like it's kind of amazing how we haven't had any major like incidents so far, like really bad incidents that affected the fighter's health. I think part of that you could attribute to us having, I think, pretty good refs. You know,
Great referees.
yeah, because I mean, you see it all the time, and kickboxing, in Muay Thai, you see people go on and on and on, and by the next time they come back to fight, they're not the same person. You know, there's only so much lash.
And you could
Yeah, there's only so much lash you could take. Yeah. Yeah. Like you say, you know, Ronald take a good lash to the nose. I think it was a headbutt. Was that a headbutt?
I remember.
Yeah.
Mark, do you remember? Was that I mean, when we watched it back, like last year, was it a headbutt or was it like an actual?
It's possible you could throw in these clips that could
Yeah,
be
they're
in-
training.
Yeah. Was it like an actual
I
right
think
hand?
a headbutt was the
Yeah.
defining moment.
Yeah. So wait, was
It
that
was a combination of the
That's the fella that got the
broken? Yeah, he broke his nose.
The man that came and stopped.
No, that was a straight jab to the face. I got him like that, I know.
You think so?
Mikel, I remember that fight. I know Mikel. I know Mikel, and
I think it was like a close and a.
It's a little tough to tell. I mean, was that ruled a disqualification or like a
Nah,
it was
doctor
a
stoppage?
stoppage.
doctors of
Yeah.
Mikel one.
Yeah.
But I feel like nah, boy, that fight was real vicious because both those fighters came in who fighting each other like it was a dog fight. So I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I don't know. I might be mistaken. Maybe it was a headbutt, but I remember that fight. I think genuinely they was just going at it real hard and Mikel hit him a nice hard strike and really hit him in the nose and.
I remember what's the line. I just remember the medic checking his nose and
Yeah, real blood coming out.
real bloody.
Yeah. No, it's crazy because in that fight in particular, I think, I mean, we've looked back, Mark and I, we've looked back through the videos multiple times now, just for analysing our commentary on the night to pick up, what we did wrong or how we could improve our vocal performance, you know, on the night. I don't want to say performance as in it's scripted, but just how we, you know, project our voice now. Yeah, I don't know, it's a little crazy. Like things in RABZ are just a little mad, you know. I mean, like it's just you never know what's gonna happen because on that night, I feel like the crowd, whoever was there for the first time, that's the first main show. We sell out to a couple hundred people. I think, you know, starts off decent, and I think in that fight in particular, people really woke up to the idea of like the kicks. Yeah, phones was up far as you know, as the girl I'm watching a man throw a head kick and he get a lash. And you can hear people in the crowd started screaming. They were like, "Oh my gosh, this man getting!" It sounded like he getting hit with a baseball bat. You know, I feel like that's what people don't understand is, you know, there's more to combat sports than just boxing, just MMA. You know, once you like pick certain martial arts apart and you give it its shine, I think kickboxing is something really, really exciting. You know. because I find where we're seeing people in RABs, I find that we're getting some of the most exciting performances. You could find in Trinidad.
Say that, as you say that, Moses fight the guy get knocked out, and it was
The
poster. Yeah, I was just walking on the stage when that knockout happened with my phone recording, and I just timbered.
That youth man, powerful for age, he's
Powerful.
He's young, He's younger than me.
I think he's 20.
20.
Yeah.
That is our powerhouse.
When he fought, I think he was 19, eh?
Was he?
I know he's younger than us, but I know he's younger than us.
How long that match last? That
was
I think that was his second round knockout.
Was it?
Or was the first round?
First round.
First round?
Yeah.
I was just walking.
It seems longer because there was like a couple there was a couple stops. There was a 1-8 count. I think it was Chad Work get knocked out. Big up to Chad. Big up Chad. I mean, listen, he tried. Oh gosh. No, but actual big up,
on my phone still.
Oh gosh. Now, but actual big up Chad, because listen, coming on a stage in Trinidad, and especially as far as I think that. That was probably his first fight of that scale where there's that many eyes on him.
Yeah.
I think most people, we've seen it in RABs with people, we know their level of skill. And just under the pressure, there's just, they crumble a little bit, they can't throw behind the same speed, they're a little nervous, they're a little twitchy, that's a normal scene, that's a normal scene. But it was crazy. I think Liam, he's somebody to look out for. It was unfortunate we couldn't get that fight made with him. Had some complications. Won't go behind the scenes too much for RABS 4, but look out for RABS 5. Look out for RABS 5 and beyond. I think Liam is gonna be a real contender at heavyweight, and I think possibly him in the future we wanna build him up. Him versus Uri, like a young blood versus a.
That would be a more stuff like.
No, it will be though.
But I feel like that Liam.
Where do you meet that? So we win.
No, well they're heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
Yeah, they're heavyweight. Yeah. The thing is, you wouldn't really tell from there, but like Liam is 200 plus pounds. Yeah, so he's a hard hitter, and Chad came in real heavy for that fight. I think like he just looked much bigger. So I was surprised in round one when you saw him tumble.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I think in the future, not even think, it's just guaranteed in the future, the steam.
That told me laughing, but that's a decision for too.
Just thinking about that phone.
Yeah, thinking about that. Nah, for real. I'm being real. It's always just saying that's crazy. That's very funny.
I was gonna say, like, definitely for our next podcast, we had to get our insights on the fighters, even if we could get the man himself.
Yeah. I feel we could.
A few words.
Yeah. I think we could bring a fighter here, like LaShawn, Joshua, Liam. Any of them would be a good fit on the couch to get some grades in.
Nah, especially let me get some.
Fight.
Yeah, let me get some fighters you really talk to and interview. Like, for example, Liam. We already talked to LaShawn like 3 times. Joshua like 3 times. That kind of way.
Let me go Nevin, because Nevin, I feel Nevin, his personality.
You have Paul on the social media.
And especially after his last performance, he probably have a lot to say because he came out strong. And on the story, I've seen that he's been training real hard.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure he's coming out even better this time than last time. Because last time he was real solid, eh?
Yeah, true. Because he fought Dimitri. And Dimitri's
a solid fighter.
Yeah, Dimitri was solid because he came out against Zach and was there RABZ? But nah, he came out real solid and just got that win over Zach. And I was thinking honestly, my prediction, I thought Dimitri probably would have took that. Now he came in real confident in the win and thing. He was really trying to pretty fair God and Nevin a little bit, but Nevin came out bad. His post-fight interview, he seemed a lot more upbeat, a lot more just intimidating. Like you could tell, like he's really growing as a fighter. I want to see more of his personality more than anybody else because he does seem usually like a more down-to-earth, laid-back person.
Nevin is one of the fastest fighters in RABS.
Nah, definitely.
His speed.
Unmatched. About personality, what do you think about Armand?
Man. Nah, man. He's another one.
Yeah.
He's another wild card. He's another wild card. Nah, it's crazy. Like he's another one. I feel like a little snake like.
You didn't
To
do
be
a
honest.
backflip in our raps?
Nah,
Who did the backflip?
that was the Jamal. But yeah, I'm saying,
Man.
yeah, well, I agree. Like he have that, man has that entertainer with thing too.
Yeah.
He's kind of remind me of a Conor McGregor.
I know what I'm saying.
I mean, he did the walk
Did
and
the
all. Be
walk,
honest,
did
one of the
the walk.
promos.
Yeah.
But like his energy in his sense, his fight style goes out rapid one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes out.
He literally goes in there to try and knock him out. You can tell.
Yeah.
He not going there to stick and beat around the bush too
He not
much.
on
You
a
know?
joke
Yeah,
thing.
he not on a jokey
Yeah,
thing.
to get the job done.
You will get that job done. And then I realized too, that man had a dog in him more like.
Go the distance.
Yeah, you remember when he was fighting? You see when he was fighting and he got a couple blows that almost
True,
knocked him
but
out, you know.
yeah.
But he still stuck with it
man
and,
was throwing.
you know?
No, for sure. Cause in what was his last fight with RABZ?
Rap street.
Raps, tree, I believe.
Rap street.
Whatever one it was, like we saw a side of him where he actually got like hurt now. Like we actually like visibly got in a very uncomfortable position, and he came back real solid. You know, he came back real solid. I feel Arman is a real future star. But then again, I don't know. I feel like we need to see where like people on the lighter weights really how they end up performing. Because if we get people at flyweight and these different weights, you're gonna see some like different, like maybe not as hard hitting, but you're gonna see people throwing out 5-6 combination instead of just like a big overhand right, like a nice hard jab. And you're gonna see them going head, like body head going up, mixing a kick. You're gonna see people really getting on different, you know. You know, tussling like it's friggin' Tekken. You know, you're gonna see someone throwing out combos different, man. It's gonna be fun. I mean, but besides all that, all looking at the past. I mean, the big maybe future fights that we're seeing all on these stories from the fighters, you know, or from a fighter is LaShawn versus Joshua James, too. You know, like what y'all think about that fight? Do you think that is the fight to make? You know, because LaShawn won his win against Ronda Oliver. People maybe thought he was a bit of an underdog. Yeah, because of the size going into that.
And Ronda's age too is a lot older than LaShawn as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's a big fella. He's not small, you know. That man muscly, dog. You know, like.
In my opinion, bro,
Yeah.
I feel like Joshua James deserves to give him that rematch. Maybe I'm wrong, but I find like, bro, that fight was real entertaining, you know, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie
like
to you.
that fight and everybody says it was real close.
Bro,
and LaShawn wants a rematch. But so I feel like they have to
And hey, yo, Joshua started off real monstrous with the front
kicks,
and then towards the end of round 3, LaShawn is landing spinning kicks to the one chest and thing normal.
That's a move I noticed.
I want to see them in a 5-round fight, boy.
Yeah,
5 round.
Yeah, see what happens.
I think that is like a destined 4th round knockout. To be honest, like whoever, I think like how they were going.
Yeah,
if it continued, I think somebody would have given out in the 4th round because you saw the cardio dipping. That man was taking damage. Joshua James took the most damage he probably ever took in a fight that I could think of. LaShawn get beat up, you know, as well. You know, he had a good second like round towards the end. He had a good 3rd round, but I mean if you all had to say it, like I mean, Mark, who do you think really won that fight? You know,
honestly, Joshua James.
Yeah.
Because LaShawn had a real good fight.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's either tie or Joshua James because on the night after the fight, let's say way boy, I felt kind of like LaShawn could have won that. But when me and you watch back the footage, it did look like Joshua James landed more strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, if that fight was a 5-round fight, that would be a completely different fight.
And I do remember too, round 1, we watched back the footage, round 1 was definitely Joshua's zone. Round 2, in my opinion, was definitely Sean's zone. The only round that really split it was round 3.
Yeah.
But round 3 was real even too, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The way I found it was, round 1 was definitely Joshua James' zone. Round 2 is the deciding round. That was a little more 50-50.
Yeah.
And then the last round was LaShawn's zone. So that's why I say the fight was so close. But
Yeah,
Joshua
like,
James did land more strikes.
yeah.
So,
I mean, either way, I think LaShawn proved enough that, he proved that he improved enough that that's the fight to make, It's all to see, how things are handled behind the scenes, but I think that's most likely gonna be the fight that's made, more, I don't know.
I was really looking forward to that Joshua J. Prescott fight. I don't wanna lie, but whatever happened, whatever happened to that
Behind
happened
the
to that.
scenes,
You know?
I mean, listen, we can't get too much behind the scenes,
Yeah.
but just in fighting, in boxing, in UFC, in kickboxing, anything, like fighting is all politics, is all something. I can't say in what direction things went. Just know things were never ugly. Everything's good. Nobody tried to scam nobody. Nobody tried to do anything out any bad. But it's just sometimes things just don't align.
Prescott.
Yeah, I mean, big up Prescott as well, because he was locked in right to go on. Some life happens. Life happens. So we wish him the best. He's doing this thing. Big trainer. So I mean, big up Prescott, but
When I saw the videos and the before match interviews, I literally went and look up the man and watch his fights that he should have fought before that.
yeah.
He's a fighter. I was really excited to see that fight.
Alright, so Wilkins.
How you come about?
Kills.
What you said?
You call him Will
No, he said Wilkins or some shit.
Call him Will Kills.
Nah, that's real funny.
Talk about your performance. Sir.
No, that was a while ago.
No, yeah, no.
You guys don't talk about that.
Yeah,
That was
good
in the
performance.
Rabs. You perform in Rabs.
Performing out to my soul and thing. But I kind of cool.
No, talk about it. Yeah, talk about it. Wait, what song? How did the song go again?
Oh, that's dream, man. Every get to you, just stick to your dream. No get gassed up from the link that not real down.
Yeah.
But no, I'm being real. That performance was, I really appreciated the opportunity, but I find like,
We'll never do that again.
no, not that. The person who put me on stage stuck to put me on stage, like,
Who's that?
everybody.
Who's that, Josh?
Everybody DJ was at the time.
Oh, was he DJ?
at Rabs
Oh.
1.
At Raps 1, yeah,
I
Raps
thought
2.
you were talking about backyard Rabs 2.
Yeah, performing now and too.
Oh,
I really enjoyed
yeah.
performing for
Yes,
them.
I see him pick up the mic and he
Yeah.
pumped in.
Because you know I as I'm real passionate about my music, but yeah, boy, like when I love to perform, everybody's walking out, kind of like, and not like when I step on the stage, everybody walking out. It's just that it took real long to put me on the stage. They could have put me on when the crowd was kind of eating and thing, But it is what it is. That's just
So you think
miscommunication.
you'll ever perform in another Rabs?
yeah, I love to. I always like to support my dog's business. I don't talk about that, I'm a musician, I'm an artist. Well, not a musician, I'm an artist. But yeah.
I mean,
What kind of music?
listen, that's normal, eh? Like,
Yeah.
what happened it's not a big scene.
That's normal. I have the meeting up on it. I just find this is miscommunication at the end of the day. That things just happen.
I mean, it's a small scene. Listen, when Will Kill music is, top of the Apple charts in a 2-3 years, you'll look back at this and you'll catch your picks.
That's
To be honest,
That is agree.
yeah. So I
You have any new music out right now?
Yeah. New? Nah, but it's in the process right now. I'm trying to organize some funds right now. Trying to make a music video. I want to step out hard. I want to step, like Daily Hustle. I want to step.
Yeah.
Fully.
So you're gonna get like a proper camera crew and thing, or
Yeah,
or you're just gonna
that's the
keep it simple?
Now, honestly, it depends. Might do a music video or I'll visualize. I just up the game up now, up the standard and the quality, slowly but surely. So,
Okay.
As the plan.
Okay. Alright. Understood.
what all besides your abs on thing, and besides besides your abs, I know that's your everyday flick. But
The bread and the butter, yeah. Yeah.
or everything else shooting in one.
I mean, life, and I mean, so we know Joe with the Daily Hustle. I, just for the people who don't know as well, I am very much into marketing for the apps and thing. But also I'm an artist, so I do not do any work locally at the moment. But I do animation for different studios and like specifically anime studios in Japan. I do a lot of different 2D animation for them.
Really?
Yeah, and not to spoil it for the Arabs crew, but we have something cooking up. We have a short but special thing cooking up, and yeah, it'll be sick. By me, Joe. What about you, dog?
Uh, for me, it's just right now clothing. Trying to push my clothing brand to the max.
Yeah.
Hopefully, as Rabs grow, daily also grow alongside it.
Of course.
So I have
Yeah,
a question for you, like,
yeah.
we're talking off camera behind the scenes, we're talking about like how you'd say you got your client to start pushing it to that level.
I was first it was just support from friends, and then
Friends.
from there,
Yeah.
getting as in marketing, the more you see something is curiosity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody, the next street across, start to ask, "What's that?"
Yeah.
They start away too during COVID, so it come like
A
this
friend
whole street was
recommend a
wearing
friend.
it.
Yeah.
That whole street was wearing it, and then so when it came out on social media, that's when everything let up again
Yeah.
from COVID, and
Yeah.
I was getting orders.
Yeah. So it started off even more local than local, like
Yeah.
really in your roots where you're from.
Yeah.
I mean, I find that real normal though, that you have like, I mean, I don't know how many people in your area, like your close friends,
Yeah.
but you had people who know you be like your first supporters now.
Yeah, how I did it. I only came out first, just two designs, just this in blue and white, and it was on black and white tees. That's it. So you just see people in black and white tees with blue and white prints daily. So it was nice, and then just moved to social media. And from social media's orders start coming in.
Yeah.
People start asking, "Hey, you have it in black, you have it in pink, you have it in."
Mhm.
You know, go look right about a camo. Start to work on camos, and then now just new designs
Yeah.
making
And-
plenty things coming for daily hustle this year on the daily hustle calendar.
And how much does a shirt go for currently? Just so
150.
you know,
150.
150.
That's our best price.
But that is our best.
Yeah.
I
150.
mean, that is our best price. And what is the Instagram?
At daily hustle TT.
Check it.
What your thoughts on the female fight last round?
Ooh.
I didn't get to see the female.
No, you didn't.
Wow.
I was
What?
I was
You were
working.
seeing like a quick round,
I was-
a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
was crisis management. I had to run. I was working behind the scenes stuff.
So you gotta check it
did
out.
miss-
You gotta go back and watch
Did
it.
miss-
Yeah, I'm full of stuff for it.
Yeah, that red skin girl was proper. She definitely knew what to throw hands, bro.
Chanel.
All I think I just get to see the highlights on the ground. I didn't.
Oh wait, so
Not bad.
thing at least now.
Yeah.
You want to see?
Hold on now.
I'm
We just watched the film. I mean, what do you think of them, Chanel, and Britney?
So wait, hold on. I have the last conversation tomorrow. Real bad. Swear, I remember Brittany being the short hair one, right?
Yeah, that's Britney. Yeah.
What's my opinions on the fight?
Yeah, what's your opinions
I
on
was
that?
expecting Brittany to win just because when I work with Aman, I saw her training in the gym. And she was aggressive, like very
Yeah.
aggressive training on the back.
Yeah.
I was like, when I saw her coming out,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, she going and win. But then, unfortunately, she did not win.
Mm-hmm.
Came back. She,
Yeah, that girl was combos for like. You really beat what and again W.
yeah.
Chanel.
Yeah, she was just rapid. Like it was not just one or two. She was going in there like with her 5-6 combo combination until
Yeah, boy.
No, listen. I mean, Mark, what do you think? Because people didn't realize Chanel had them hands in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Going into the fight, everybody thought, yeah, you know, this Britney girl has it for sure. She looking, you know, mean looking. She looking like she's serious. She's a serious
Yeah.
fighter.
Yeah.
And then everybody sees Chanel walk out, you know, she's looking a little more friendly, a little smiling a lot, looking a
Yeah.
little shy. So everybody's like, wait, boy, this girl looking like she might get some licks in her. Again, as soon as that bell rang, and I think when Britney felt the first punch, you could see it in her face that she really didn't expect that power, and the crowd was like, wow, this girl has some serious power and skill too.
Listen, I mean, who said was it Mike Tyson? Said he could, you know, everyone has a plan until you get hit in the face, until you correct the first one. I mean, I think it's interesting because when Omi was filming behind the scenes, you know, from what I hear, and we saw the training videos, everybody thought Britney was definitely the more aggressive, more skilled one now. And when Chanel came out, it was like a different thing from what she showed in her promotional video that we shot for her. I don't know. To me, I feel like she might have been saving it on the down low, you know, like putting up her front, because she came out mad. She came out a little mad.
never know. It's really it comes down to who could perform under the pressure, under the lights. You know?
Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't say Britney was under pressure. I don't think it looked like that, because even when she was, you know, I think she did good in certain parts of each round. I think she did good. It never looked like she was like stunned with fear, like you see some of the competitors in RABZ being, you know.
Yeah, no, the reason why I said that is because, you might be real good in training and real intense in training, but when it comes to the actual fight, they might not be as how there's in training, you know?
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Come out your comfort zone, you know.
Mhm.
In the ring, people watching you. You're different.
The whole flow might be off, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that. Is when you're preparing and you're doing your training camp and thing, you could be as confident, like you say, you could be as confident as you're on, but once you step in, or just even you might wake up that day, because, as people, we working on thing, we might try and keep a consistent rhythm in our lives. And some days you do everything perfect. You sleep the night before, you for 8 hours, blah blah blah, you're good. And you might wake up and you might just feel like mashed up, you feel today's not the day.
But then again, too, remember, I think that was her first ever fight. Like,
Yeah, we will have that confirmed.
Nah,
Brittany?
yeah.
That's her first.
Yeah, that was her first fight completed, I believe.
Yeah, I think she said that.
Yeah, I mean,
So that's what I'm saying, like, you never know that if it has your first fight, you never know, it could be some little nerves in there that played, but
Yeah, probably.
and yeah, we've seen it through history. We saw Zachary Gonzalez got his recent dub, and in RABZ, his last fight against it was Jaden Botsuin he fought against, and Jaden is a new man. He performed good in his first fight in RABZ, but we saw with Zach, he was real like shaken the first time he stepped in the ring, like visibly like that kind of anger, not anger, but like intensity you need to like be able to hit these strikes you need and continue being vicious. Some people have to like awaken to that. It's not, because to me, I feel like if I was fighting, if somebody hit me, I might get vexed and I hate losing. Whereas versus somebody might really need to build up that experience. It's like some people get into at different stages. But then again, I say my own thing, and who knows? For all I know, I could be as confident as I want, and I could step in a ring, and everything I tell you could be nonsense, and I could get mashed up, and I could freeze up.
Back to the female fight. What was the future for female fighters in RABZ?
I
What do
feel
you
like
think
it
about
should be continued. I find that fight is really entertaining to watch.
I mean, it is the future.
We're definitely gonna have
It's a
more
future.
female fights. The only problem is in Trinidad, there are not so many female fighters willing to compete. So, as much as we like to have female fights, it's hard to line them up. But they're great because the crowd loves them.
And that same night, too, a female champion was in the
In the
stands.
stands, yeah.
It was a real round, right? Was it? Yeah, it was real.
Yeah.
That will change in next. Calling it. Give it 5 years. And
Yeah, the girls who are fighting now will encourage girls who don't fight to start fighting.
yeah, I mean, you saw it in the crowd. I think that had the most crowd reception out of any fight from the moment the first bell rang till the end when Chanel was performing, when Britney was performing. The girls were behind them both. When we announced the winner, all the girls in the crowd were visibly hyped up for them. So I think it has a good future. I don't know. Like, I can't see it going any other way.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a must, I feel like. So all your apps girls that be watching that fight through and come and try and compete, we'll definitely put our foot forward to support you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All the female fighters just look in gyms as well. When we go gyms, I know they experience going gyms.
Okay. Well, like we said, there's very few. There are female fighters, for example, in boxing nationals and things. Just for example, for boxing, there are people who are training to fight, but I think more in gyms and for what we're doing for kickboxing specifically, you might see people just doing that for training purposes. I don't know of much. I don't know. I mean, like I said, Trinidad, there could be people just hiding somewhere doing their own training, or in some gym that is a little more low key. Because that's the thing. In the last set of years, we've seen people literally spawn out of nowhere, and perform really well. I had no idea who Liam Chintroy was, and he just appeared. So yeah, give it a 5 years, and we might fill up a few divisions with the ladies.
So who's right now scouting for fighters besides?
Yeah.
We'll keep that on the down low. That's
Rob's business.
Rob's business. We'll keep that on the down low. But we do have people like in connections with all the gyms actively looking for people. You know, we're not just gonna let them run to us. We are seeking the talent. You know, just so the people of the internet can know, you know, the RABZ Nation. You know, if you're like interested in competing, it's not just a scene where we're just gonna take you and throw you in a ring against some girl with 5-10 years experience. You know, we are interested in properly building up the males and the females equally.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sure you'll get a lot of messages on the DMs too.
no, we do, yeah, no. In the just even on the official RABZ page, in the comments, when people ask, "How do I get into RABZ?"
Yeah.
you would see us, whoever's controlling the social media will reply, DM us the info, tell us who you're training with, and we'll set it up. You know.
So what do you think is the standard for that? Like, let's say Wilkins is a fan and he wants to come in Rabs, but he does just
It's called my Kyle, bro.
yeah. Sorry.
Did you say
I don't
Wilkins?
know why I call him that.
No, what are you asking?
Yeah, like what do you think is the standard? Like, how will you screen somebody to know? All right, we
I
can come
mean,
and fight in a
the,
Rabs.
the skill ceiling, like
Yeah.
with the biochemistry.
Well, your record, ain't?
Not your record,
I'd say you
because
don't
I mean,
have a record, but you could, true. You know?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could. A lot of people could do RABs as a starting point. You know, I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna try and get free promotion. There are other avenues to go and train
Yeah.
and even compete. But like I said, if new people wanna come in, I would say definitely it's up to the coaches though. We're not just gonna pick somebody who is just untrained. You know, the coaches usually decide this person's ready. You know, my brother and all Joshua, he fights, and the coaches would not let him take a fight he wasn't ready for.
Cool.
Yeah, obviously we could use our own discretion, and if we see a girl looking like she is a complete novice, we would never throw her in the ring. You know, there's a standard to be set. But it's just once you're training, you know, and you look like you have some hands, you could give it out, you know.
Give it a try.
Yeah, it's a lot of coaches' discretion, to be honest.
I ask that, you know, for people who just want to, like as you said, fight in DMs and want to come and fight.
Yeah,
Best option is get in contact with a gym and
yeah. I mean, listen, for anybody who's actually interested, shoot us a message. If there are girls out there looking to fight, or just looking to even train and don't know who to train with, hit the page a message, go in the comments, comment. You will find somebody from the team who could point you out to an actual gym or trainer.
And ring girls too, if you want to be ring
Girls.
girls too. All the pretty girls come. You know that kind of way, we need some ring girls right now. Look at it now, it's about.
honorable mentions.
You know, I don't know.
The honorable mentions.
I'm leaving, alright. No, I mean, for real though, if people are interested in getting into contact with us, so whatever business, do hit us a message there.
All the promo girls from Carnival, come in.
Come, you know.
Come in.
The more the merrier. But I don't know, just for y'all at least, you know, where do y'all see the industry going in Trinidad, or what do you think your goal is, you know, with us, you know? Like, what part do y'all think y'all have to play in the future, and what are y'all looking for, you know? Like, what are y'all excited for?
Heights of heights, the highest of highest, you know?
I would say, speaking for Daily Hustle, to sponsor, to be a full sponsor of big fighter, as in somebody who want to do it for living.
Yeah.
For living. Like if Daily Hustle and Rabs could work together in a way that we could supply payments for his training, everything basically. Like you want to be, yeah, you can have your own life, but you want to be a fly your fashion,
Yeah.
sponsor you in a way that, you know,
Yeah.
from the ground up, as in pay gyms, equipment, everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it will come. It's a both way partnership. As that fighter grow, the brand will grow.
Yeah. Obviously, you'll be looking for like a solid relationship, you know?
Relationship.
Investment.
Fighter. Yeah.
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 You know, because you're investing in a fighter and you're hoping that investment pays back the company in your exposure in some way. Plus, you know, we're not looking to be villainous. You know, you're looking to do like an actual good thing. You know.
But that's the thing with clothing brands. Your eye is like people seeing your brand constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big part in marketing. Like even, like just say if every day I go in fits and I win dealers, so it going to have a man, that man always win dealers. So I just go and Google it. It happened to me the other day. I see somebody have Just Life on the car. I just when I reach back home, I just Google it and realize it's like a whole sticker company kind of thing.
Yeah, that's proper.
Yeah. Like
You
that
should even try doing stickers too.
Yeah, that should work. Come in.
That should put on a car, right?
Yeah.
Every time you drive in, you go get.
Come in. Whole front glass dealer, so.
Yeah.
You have van, dealer, so van, put it up.
Yeah. Everything is dealers. You're up in the sidewalk, dealers.
Dealer, so.
Everything.
Fan.
But I'm like in vision though, because to be honest, for RABZ as well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're a new company, but I think the goal is really not to just send, not to just get people to the highest of talent they could and ship them away.
Yeah.
Or give, obviously we would want them to have the opportunity to go, but I think it would be really nice if we could give people the opportunity to make this a living locally. Like they could become a local star.
Great. And I want to say that you think that could be like a future, like you go in primary schools, I want to be a RABZ fighter. You feel like you reach it?
100%. 1,000,000,000% to be honest. It all depends on execution.
Yeah.
That's all. Because the first thing, we have a few stigmas to break in terms of combat sports.
Yeah.
Because most people, what you letting your child gonna do? What's like your first thing? Judo. You'll do a little karate. But like in reality, those don't translate as much as in you learn to pick up a glove, or you learn to do jujitsu or kickboxing or whatever, those kind of sports, I feel like the best way we could do that is almost get sporting clubs going, like either just on a summer camp type of vibe where people could come and do that and get interested in it, get the youths interested, or it becomes something in these schools like a part of PE or something where people could learn to pick up our gloves and and actually build something out of it. Like I feel like that's the main challenge, is convincing older folks in Trinidad that RABZ isn't some barbaric thing.
Yeah.
Where people,
What's the benefit of combat sports? Like, what would you say would be the benefit?
the benefit, honestly, I
Like the
guess,
personal benefit of somebody training combat.
I mean the personal benefits. I mean, there's a give and take. It's not like combat sports are risk free.
Yeah.
But also you are getting to a level where you could almost defend yourself from anybody. If some Gaza man come up to you, try to take your money, unless you have a gun or a knife, I mean, obviously give your money, whatever. But if something happen and you need to defend yourself, you can't defend yourself. Your sons, your daughters can't defend themselves. If you teach your kid to throw a few hands, and be a responsible person, people won't mess with them. I think it is a lot more beneficial for people to learn how to, push away bullies than just take it and cry about it when they get home. I'm not a big advocate for just fighting in the public outside of the ring, but if you need to defend yourself, you need to defend yourself. People should learn how to defend themselves.
You need to stand up for yourself, bro. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Can't let people just, because those people do what they want to put on the foot.
Just learning a martial arts does bring a lot of discipline, eh? It's something I could carry to anything in your life.
Yeah, it's like riding a bike. Until you know how to fight, you always know how to fight.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you do it for like a little meaningful period of time, like.
Don't get me wrong, you could be rusty and still get whooped. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you still know some things.
Yeah, but listen, once you learn how to defend, keep your distance, slip a few punches, throw a little 1-2, you could beat almost anyone, unless they decide to wrestle. Yeah.
So you're talking fights, and have you been in a fight?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Street fight, I think?
Nah,
School fight.
School fight.
How much school fights have you been in?
Well, actually, secondary school, we went one school fight.
For real?
One, and I was in classroom.
No,
What? Where was he then?
That cool name, never forget.
You can't call on the man who
okay.
Was he red, man?
Huh?
Was he red?
No, tall dark guy.
Oh,
Who's
nah.
basketball. Boy.
Give me the story, give me the story.
Yeah, hold on, play. Who went you?
What's the story?
No, well, I was a kind of, I went Success Lab Hunter, right?
Yeah.
I was a protected guy in Success Lab Hunter. No kind of affiliation, thing like that. But, like, nobody used to come around me in a sense. Why? And the basketball team was doing blind man. You know what's blind man?
No, what's that?
Like where they probably like put jersey over your head or something like, but you kind of beat it, but not like bad.
Oh, that sounds bad. That sounds bad.
Not bad.
That sounds bad.
It's not the top of the head or
So like
No,
like say if you do shit in training,
Yeah.
you'll get a blind man. You
Yeah.
understand? It's like so, cause our coach was like, as you slip up on, if you miss a layup and we doing a layup, like whole team suicides running. Not nice now.
Oh, they'll take us.
Like even before, like if we have a game the next day, he used to do them kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, alright, if he messes up, you gotta get a blind man.
Yeah.
So do a blind man, and I would start the blind man because I go like out. I got a little cockiness in me because I was not untouchable, but you know, I'm friends who win watch nobody beats me, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd start you walking. Yeah. Well, because you used to sing, but you used to sing something walking in the bathroom, and get a blind man, but you get too serious with it. It's not hard cuff and hard kick, you know.
Yeah.
It's like probably like a man, you know, like you're knocking a man tie and you're holding him down. Yeah. But it's not no hard like to say we black and blue in here.
Yeah.
And he get too serious, and I was the first man he looked to get serious with. And we scruffled. I lost, I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I lost, seriously, I lost. He had money ground. And well, then my friends coming on.
I mean, but how do you, even as a child, how do you reflect on all this? Because, you know, children have mad egos, you know. You go home, you'll cuff the wall, you'll cuss, you know, you'll get on mad, you feel embarrassed.
My whole name still?
Yeah.
Passing out.
In your video, it's gonna be like,
Yeah, just be like, shout out.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing though, like, if we bring it to these schools and just like as a form of education, basically, let's just say you take it to some schools that maybe in a less privileged area, you know, not trying to generalize and, you know, make it seem
But
too
you
discriminatory.
saying that, and Success had a boxing gym.
Did it?
That's why all this shit out there, when he was talking about like introducing it in the schools, and Success had boxing.
yeah, they have some schools that interpret boxing. Like,
Yeah.
your coaches.
For what school?
I'm not sure, but I know he was telling me something about like he's doing a program for the schools and like a boxing program.
Well, that's
full
what.
gym and Success,
Yeah.
like a whole corner with bags,
Yeah.
everything.
No, here's what I'm saying, right? Is if schools across the country had this going on, the same way how I went in karate, and this is just as a little child, I had an idea, like, you know, children feel they're better at something than they might actually be, you know, like your body, let's say that. And you'll get humble, you know. You'll see people from less privileged areas who may or may not be going down a lifestyle that is not good for anybody in the country. They might end up stealing something, fighting too much, doing a petty crime, something, you know. I feel like it's a big change of mind when you see, like when you get humbled a little bit, you know. Because imagine, I know people for sure who, when I was in secondary school, if they stepped in a boxing gym and tried to fight a coach or fight a student who maybe had a couple months experience, they would feel they would win just because they feel they're bad, you know?
Yeah.
That is an attitude in Trinidad that gets people really far in the wrong direction. People feeling they're bad. You know, feeling they're bad makes you want to pick up guns, pick up a big knife, you know, steal somebody, beat up somebody for no reason, you know? When you really get humble, that's a different form of education in itself, you know, like it teaches you like a little bit of humility in life, you know, like you have to accept, you know, you are not just the center of your own really, you know, there are other people who are better at things than you are and can teach you something.
So you got no fight stories first?
Me? Oh god.
No names this time, no names.
You know what? Yes. I mean, they can edit all the names.
Alright, let's call the man.
Let's call him on. We'll name the editor and all the nickname.
Let's call the man. Let's call him.
Jason.
Let's call the man Clark Kent. Okay.
Clark Kent.
So me,
I personally want to know what it is. I'm just
I'll tell you on the radio.
I'm glad.
So me and Clark Kent, you know.
Was this in school or this is outside of school?
Nah, it's in school. Me and Clark Kent.
Fatima
Huh?
Fatima
Primary school. Me and Clark Kent used to be.
Primary school so far, man.
No, it's bad. This man used to like. When I tell you, he used to be like a bully. He used to be a bully, dog. Like if you get like a little lash, he used to try and spit on you. All kind of like bad things, eh? Yeah. So to be honest, I don't say Monica's. That's a good school, but you'd be surprised. In some of these schools, there are people who will treat you like dirt. It's not everybody nice just because you're in a decent school. So me and Clark Kent, we playing football a day, and me and my best friend, let's call him Adam at the time. So me and my best friend Adam, we on the field, and big man come and he beating up Adam. They playing football, something happened. I don't know, maybe they clashed knees or whatever. He kicked it too, and this man beating up Adam, and I go up to Clark Kent and I take him. I think he like tried to throw off or whatever. I turn around, he grab his arms, I flip him over my back. I flip him over my back, and I flip him again. And I flip him again.
Flip him 3 times in a row.
Yeah. But trust me, the man had it coming. I wouldn't do that now. I feel it was a little overkill. Sorry, Clark Kent.
It's not we get on after that.
But he get carried back to school. Yeah. I'm telling you, I didn't have to take it that far. Maybe one flip was good enough,
Yeah, in fight service, so.
Yeah.
I fight every day.
Yeah, I do.
And then we see nobody one after the club.
What? Is that recent one then?
Nah, not too
Nah, I don't really want that one on the podcast, if I'm being, because the person will see this.
Nah, they wouldn't.
They would, you're
You don't
gassing.
give no names, us.
You know
Bro, I thought just bro, yeah. I bought some money.
Tell them all up and I'll
Yeah.
start. And I'll
Who
finish
you
it.
lose?
I didn't lose, I lost. I ain't gonna lie.
Just give your side story.
Yeah, just
Basically though,
it's different begin.
I basically off a drunk thing and I come.
Yeah.
It's also there.
So
Across
you
the street.
started?
By mistake. It was wild thing. Drunk, hype and thing, pretending like I got hit my door and actually hit him thing. And he kinda overreacted and cuffed me in my face about 2 or 3 times. Once by it was like soft cuff because he cuffed me on my face, but like my face move and thing. But like I just collected like a G and just looked at him in his face after collecting it. So I said no, we had a fight after that, I'm not going through that. So boom now. So let's rolling with me or kind of thing. Every like 5 people in the car, so let's rolling with me who cuffed my face and then I said, oh let's fight no thing. Jump on the car, all drunk, but I drunk thing. Plus my shoulders.
In the road?
Yeah, in the road, bro. Plus my shoulders on gas thing. Them just come with the car and watching and thing. They rocking my thing. So boom now, fight start. Monster rushes me with a 1-2 real hard. Rushes me with a 1-2. I just instinct now. I just block, cover, and as he's coming closer to me, I just duck on them, pull him and just trip him. And end up on top of him. And from there, I was just on top of him for a while, just hitting him. He was blocking thing, and then he tried to get up, and I put him in an arm back and just hold it there. And his next soldier, who was with him at the time, end up like pulling me off of him, like kind of separated us. And then first me I was drunk and thing. Them guys like I kind of get my head and say like we fight again, though. And I end up fighting again, and I'm not gonna lie, dog. The second round, he kind of had me, bro, because
You want to say where the Boston come
the
from?
Boston come from that second one. That second round, bro. After he jammed me off him, I vomit in the pavement, dog. Real grimy vomit. Then I went and fight again. Yeah, it was real mad thing, but that's youth days too. And then the second round 2 now coming, I tried to pick him up again and lift him up, but I missed, dog. I missed it, and then that's when I missed and plant money on the gravel, dog. Trying to pick him up now, boy. And I kind of grazed money on the ground.
You where you get white man?
Nah, it wasn't that bad. It was a bus. It was just like a little
That's
cut.
that?
Yeah. And then boom now.
Bad boy.
Boom now. I tried to lift him up. And like in the scuffle, dog, my jersey ended up on top of my jersey ended up blocking my face, dog. And Monster was just rapido on my taking advantage of how my jersey like this, bro. I can't see nothing, taking advantage and rapido. And I just get up on thing and you just stop fighting and yeah. But I'm being real though, that fight was mad, bro. That was mad thing. But I'm being real, his brethren kinda separated us too, kinda, foul play in a way. Yeah.
Is a
Because I'm
street
being
fight?
real, if
Is
it
a
was a
street
street fight and his brethren didn't, I was just
No, but that's the
locked
thing
in
about
now.
street fights too, like,
Anything
there
can
are rules
happen.
there. There are
No, you get a tag team in a street fight. You can't.
But then my first ever fight was probably my soldier, like in Fatima days. Real clung thing. If you see him playing up, let's my close shoulder up to this day. He's my dog. He's my like top dog. See me like at time. Me and him was play fighting and thing. I grappling and thing. Everybody watching. We grapple and thing. Monster holds me and trips me and flips me on the ground. So I say, "Wait, you are all that you I get up thing." Boom, boom, boom. Now he playing like if everybody watching him and everybody watching him. So he's playing like if like I don't know what he's doing. Like he's playing some kind of ranking thing and Monster slaps me in my face and points at everybody. I say, nah, I'm not taking that. Dog, I take off my bag and it's in my left hand one time. I knocks on that boy.
First class of the podcast.
Yes. Oh,
Not cussing. I think cussing is fine.
no. I hit him on left hand one time. I take off my bag. As I collect that slap, I take off my bag and hit him on left, dog. And once the head starts shaking, and he's like this, and he doesn't know what to do.
Probably the first coffee ever get
Yeah, that's probably the first coffee ever collecting his face, and he's mind blown, bro. He doesn't know what to do. He's like this. That's real funny, bro. That one was kicked.
No, listen, fighting in school isn't worth it. The last time me and a man, we were play fighting in school and we just boxing. And we weren't even going that hard. It's like Form 2, you know? Like a play school fight now. And he hit me a little thing. And I don't know, I guess I have my mouth open because I'm breathing. And he hit my lip. And my lip bust. Like my lip hit my tooth and split open. And I'm just there like, like it's like once it happened, like I'm like, okay, I lose whatever, you know.
In fact, what?
Yeah, like it's like real fights, you know. As I'm saying, people who don't know what it is like a real punch, when it hits you, you're not gonna want to take much more, you know. Like when you crack a knuckle to the cheek, that'll be the worst, you know.
I don't know why. I feel like I just bring out a whole different person. But like, yeah, once again, it's just like, you know, anything, dog. Like, you know, that kind of way. It's just like, dog.
Yeah, but not everybody's like that, you know. Like I said, some people once they get hit, they'll get humble. You'll see listen, the people who back the loudest, they'll pipe down, you know.
I don't know. It's probably just me, bro. I don't know. I just probably. So all that game and thing I used to play that used to get me angry, right? Sure, all them angry.
Yeah, spend too much
shit.
time.
Yeah, all that corner and thing that.
But
I can't go through that, but I don't know if somebody comes in my face. I cannot go through that, boy, G, boy. I don't know.
Alright, fellas.
Yeah, bro. That was nice. I didn't take a stretch.
Wait,
We ain't done this yet.
Mark, we'll sit on. Listen, fellas, it was a good podcast. You know, we here with Joel. You know, we here with Will. Joel, pronounce that in America, Joel.
Yeah.
And we had Will, myself, Jeremiah. You know, it was a good podcast. I mean, fellas, y'all had fun. It was interesting. It was good having like a proper talk with y'all. I don't know, listen, for all the fans, if you have any questions, you know, anything you want to say in the comments, like I said, for the people who are interested in fighting gyms, hit a comment. If you have any questions for the next one, let us know. And I'll leave you off with the host.
Stay tuned for podcast number 2.
Yeah, man, number 2 coming. I hope you all enjoyed.